From the Vicious Circle release, that is LA Guns with the Long Time Dead. And I guess Tracii Guns and Phil Lewis have been out performing some music together, LA Guns music. And I guess Tracii was on Eddie Trunk's show here recently talking about his relationship or non-relationship with Steve Riley.
Well, you're just listening to a lot of Eddie Trunk, aren't you?
Well, I was just curious because there was like 3 and 2 minute clips out there.
Okay.
So there was one that just said something like Tracii Guns on his relationship with Steve Riley. It was like 3 minutes long.
All right, what do you have to say?
He goes, Eddie was asking him, is your relationship with Steve irreparable? And would you ever play with him again? And he goes, no, absolutely not. He's nothing but a sneaky fucker. That's what he said.
Wow. Well, that's something, huh?
Yeah. So, because Phil and Tracii are out performing, and they'll be performing here in Joliet in October for that Rockin' Skulls.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's rumor that the other principal members of Rat will be performing together.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Stevie will be here, Stevie Rochelle.
Is he coming? Is he in that too?
I think he is.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I might head out there because there is some of the show on Sunday.
Okay, yeah. So Billy will be out there too.
Yeah. So I plan on maybe go out there for the Sunday portion of it because I think that's when Steve and Piercy are performing, or Rat is performing, and I believe Tracii and Phil are performing as well.
Now they're calling that LA Guns, though.
Are they?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was quote unquote LA Guns, or is it Tracii and Phil from LA Guns? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're calling it LA Guns, and I'm also pretty sure that they signed a deal with Frontiers to put out a record. Yeah,
they are recording a record. That is correct.
And that will be as LA Guns. Not as Phil and Tracii.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what they were calling it.
Yeah, they're just pushing Riley out.
Apparently.
Yeah. The guy's been one of the two guys to hold it together, really the guy to hold it together for all these years, and now he's pushed out.
Well, the thing is there was at one time, I just played something there from the Vicious Circle release. Well, Steve was not part of that album.
He's not part of Vicious Circle?
Nope.
Who was the drummer on that one?
A guy by the name of Bones.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah. So, Steve basically got fired at that point. He was out of the band at that point.
So really, they're just one big old dysfunctional family like Dokken.
Yeah, just like everybody else.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So Steve was not, quote unquote, original member of LA Guns anyway.
No, they had somebody before him on the first album.
Yeah, and then he got booted, and then that Bones guy came in, and then LA Guns as an entity kind of broke up there, and then they got back together and did that whole thing with that other guy that we had on here that does the Aerosmith tribute.
Chris Van Dahl.
Yeah, Chris Van Dahl, which was nothing like LA Guns.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And then, Steve was part of that, along with, it was Tracii and Steve basically reformed what was LA Guns.
Right.
With that Chris Van Dahl and what was his name? Johnny Cripp.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Cripp.
Yeah, they got that guy, and then they brought in Ralph Saenz.
Right.
And then Ralph left, and they brought in Jizzy.
Right.
And Jizzy was there for a while. Then they brought Phil back in.
Right.
And then they had the full blown reunion with the original members for that Man in the Moon.
Yeah.
And also that
Okay, Let's Roll, whatever that is.
Yeah, that one.
Waking the Dead.
Yeah, Waking the Dead, and then they started splintering off again, and that's when Tracii got involved with Nikki Sixx.
Right.
And they were doing that whole Brides of Destruction thing.
Yeah, that was something.
And then the guys decided they wanted to move, they wanted to continue on as LA Guns, even though Tracii was performing with Nikki.
Right.
And that's when they found Stacey Blades.
Right.
So.
I can't believe you can keep track of all that shit.
I know, but I'm a fan.
Yeah, I guess.
And speaking of Stacey Blades.
Yes.
You believe it's been 2 years since we had him on that one time?
Has it really?
It's been 2 years.
Jeez.
I heard a rebroadcast with that interview we did. It was right after the first of the year.
Okay.
That was like January of 2013 or 14 rather.
Wow.
So
time flies.
It does. It's gone by quickly.
Yep.